Hey y'all, it's Sunday evening, the 6th of September, 2020. I am doing much better. My chest is just about done. May have been an infection, but I also will say that most likely part of it is stress, because something that is known is that a lot of physical ailment is tied to some sort of stress. And I'm feeling it in my throat right now. So, I think if I were to dissect what I can of it, the stress is not just personal. It's more just really the reality of where we're at. It's September, and the COVID thing is still increasing, and things are not better. And psychically, it's wearing on the planet, and I feel it. So I think that's part of a bit of an adjustment I'm making. Hopefully this is about right, and hopefully this will be right shortly, because mostly I'm on cruise. I'm just trying to be cool. So let me talk about a couple things. I'm so glad that the essential Catholic Charities put on that concert that I posted my set from, the Essential Festival. It turns out that the reason why it isn't online yet is because they've been trying to upload the entire show, and it keeps crashing. Well, I just edited mine, and they said, yeah, go ahead. If you haven't watched my performance, please go and watch that video. I'm glad you have. Yeah, as you can see, I'm good, and what I do is congruent. What my art is about is what I'm about, and not listening to no bullshit from no spam bots or folks who try to come over here and cause a commotion, missing what I'm about, and starting shit. Fuck that. And it's just going on all over the world. People just causing shit because they're stupid or they have a negative agenda. It's pretty obvious what my agenda is. There ain't nothing negative about it. So, may as well just go the fuck away. I know you won't because you love me. So, I want to address this because it's funny how time goes on, and it seems like as time goes on, people catch up to you. So I don't know how long ago it was that I made that video about the NoFX Hepatitis Bathtub single, which I recorded in my old house in my basement. I recorded this on my old 4-track cassette, which got stolen. The band finally came through and sent me a copy, so I'm just letting you know because I keep getting these emails and inquiries. Hey, I can get it for you. Hey, did you get it? Did you get it? I can get through. They took care of me, and I think it's pretty cool that this happened. NoFX is not my kind of music at all. They're really, the lyrics and the whole lifestyle stance is pretty stupid. Okay, I'm not into that, and that's not why I ever got into punk. Was for stupid. Fashion and being just a dumb adolescent, it was about the music and about, aggressive energy and getting that out. So when my band RAF had the opportunity to open for these guys, that's why this happened. It's not because I'm a fan. If they got a hold of me and said they'd like to work with me again just for the hell of it, would I do it? Well, sure. I got nothing against them. Do you see what I'm saying? So I got the record, guys, okay? And yeah, isn't that something that they made? Did they write a book about themselves? And they named it after the record that they recorded in my basement. If they ever do a new edition of the book, they ought to abridge it and put my name in it, like they did on Discogs. So, I'm going to go for a minute. I'm a artist as well. Now, just right quick. These are a couple of my records that you probably don't see much. Because I'm out. You know, the one that you always see, because I still have it for sale, is the yellow album, Nice. But Dereck number 3 is the album that kicked off my days. Is this a, yeah, this is a red one. This kicked off my days of making vinyl. Well, actually, no, I made some 7 inches before that, but albums. And Dave Horowitz, he loaned me the money, and one other cat. They got their money back. I made red and black vinyl versions. So some have red, some have black. Really happy with this. I just want to show it to you. You know, it's like, besides being a dedicated music fan, I am an artist. Ooh, does that sound pretentious? So the fuck what? It's true. Flyover. Some of you guys have this. It's been sold out. I just have a few extra copies, but I'm holding on to them because and look at that beauty. I wanted this. I wanted to have a splatter colored vinyl. Got it. And I'll take no less than $50 for a copy of one of these. I only got a few. You know, you know how to get a hold of me if you're interested. I'm not really interested in selling them, but like I said, I've got a couple extras. Really happy with this. And then this label out of Greece, In Fact Records. This might still be available in Europe. Myths and Realities. Really proud of this. In Fact Recordings. Jansen, Barbieri, Karn, and other cool people are on this label. It just knocks me out that they got a hold of me and wanted to release a vinyl of some of my old work. And they did it nicely. There's 2 editions. There's the blue vinyl and there's a gray vinyl. And I do think that the gray is sold out. One was available here in America. I forget which one. I sold out of one color. The other is still available, I think, through the label in Greece. Just want to show those as well as showing some other music, because I'm for real, baby. As James Brown said, I'm real. Real. Super bad. Watch my performance. Seriously. I'm good. That's not ego. That's fact. So I pulled this because they did another Record Store Day issue of this in pink. And it's like, well, I'm not going to be stupid. I don't need it. I already have it in this beautiful color. But I saw where someone had bought a copy, was posting it, and it's pretty. It's a pretty pink. This is my least favorite Opeth album. It's Where They Begin, and you can sort of hear where it might go. But they were kids. They're teenagers. I can tell, on this album. But I'm glad to have it. I was listening to this recently, Slowdive, Just for a Day. Another example of a real simple music, but the atmosphere and what they captured, that picture is perfect. Got to see Slowdive on their first round here in Omaha. It was one of those deals where, afterwards I went and hung out with them and Ride. Went to their party. They were really nice. Rachel and Neil, they just wanted to talk about Eno. It was funny. Spacemen 3, where Jason Pierce got started before he started Spiritualized. Playing with Fire. This is just okay. It's really kind of monotonous. And I think overrated, actually, but I keep it. This is an original American on Bump. It's been reissued. I saw that. That's kind of what got me to pull it and say, well, let me listen to this again. And it's like there's just a couple parts where it's pretty good. And then a lot of this is just like, these fuckers are stoned, okay? Bitches are stoned, that's all. Pulled this, played side 1. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's like I've got this collector's item, but it's music, so play it. This is an original copy of John and Alice Coltrane's Cosmic Music. I bought it in the early 70s. I've told the story a few times. This is wonderful. It's wonderful. It's not his best, but it's just really, I think, important on many levels. The fact that it was the first recording on their own label. John and Alice they're featuring themselves, co-headlining. The way that Alice's contribution to the music is just right there. It's like the way it's recorded. It's like it's in the background, but it's like if it wasn't there. John Coltrane. I've been meaning to play this for a while. Does it ever happen to you that you'll just pop in your head a record, and you never get around to it until it keeps popping in your head? This is one, Love Sculpture with Dave Edmunds, Forms and Feelings. This is a 1980 reissue of the album. This is very good. Dave Edmunds is a great guitar player, and it's interesting because on here, the way that they do, I think it's not the saber dance, but the farandole. In a way, it sort of predicts speed metal or blast beats. Listen to it. Listen to the beat. This is a good album. I put this out back in 2012, InDreama. The InDreama album, in cahoots with Team Love, with Conor Oberst's label. I haven't played this in a long time. Played side 2 of this. This is really very ambitious, personal, and good. And before COVID, we started recording the new album. After listening to this morning, I contacted Nick and said, "Man, we got to finish this up. We got to finish up the new record." So a new InDreama is scheduled. Bowie has been doing it for me, so I listened to the soundtrack, and this is a hard film to watch. It reminds me of my old work. I work with all kinds of people in the mental health system, but through my work at a children's home and at a runaway center, as well as in hospitals, I became familiar with child prostitution, and really how, unfortunately, how bad it is here in the Midwest. It's a real. It's seemingly that it's like it's not here, but it is here, and there's nothing we can do about it because the main customers are the super rich, and politicians and people who are well connected. I seen it with my own eyes. Okay, so, but that brought all that up. Listening to this, I love David Bowie. And just the V2 Schneider, which is, all these are from other records. But listening to it in this order, which brings up the movie, it's a good listen. Another Bowie, before I show the Chameleons, Reality. I like this album a lot and saw him on this tour before he had the heart attack. Orange vinyl. I like this album. There's just a couple of duds on here. Mostly I like it. I like his version of Pablo Picasso better than the original by Jonathan Richman. I like this one a lot. I love the Chameleons. Mark Burgess still in my corner. Why Call It Anything? Red and blue vinyl. Side A on this is exceptional. It doesn't keep it up for all 4 sides, but the first side is just golden. Okay, so I just realized that I got a record that this weekend that I told the people I'm going to review it. I'm going to show it here. I'm going to go ahead and review it. It's heavily into the video, but folks, you're watching. This label, Sleepers Records, they might have sent me something before, but I got this in the mail. We Be Echo, Beat of the Drum. This is some stuff recorded using the built-in microphone on a cassette recorder between 1981 and 83, dedicated to Genesis P. Orridge of Throbbing Gristle. I really like this, and it sounds, it captures the essence of that weird lo-fi off to left center thing that was happening with a lot of Throbbing Gristle's sound. Interestingly, this is so obscure that I'll listen to it again. It's tapes and stuff, and you can hear obviously that it's lo-fi, but that again really gives it an atmosphere that is compelling. We Be Echo, Beat of the Drum. There it is. I can recommend this. You know, folks that like the, I guess what you could call the darker side, or industrial, or if you like noise or just sound, here's one for you. And thank you folks for sending it to me. I got a big pile of records here. I'm just going to go a few more. So, yeah, so much happens. So, yesterday I saw a post from Jack DeJohnette saying that Gary Peacock had passed away, the bassist. Next thing you know, I'm seeing posts that says it's a hoax. And I had posted this saying rest in peace. Then there was all this hubbub about it's a hoax. I took my post down for a while. I'm still not absolutely sure, but apparently he did pass away. But isn't that weird about the world now? Nothing, fake news, hoax, everything is just too weird. And I just don't like it. One more Bowie. The Steve Reich remix of Love Is Lost. I like this a lot. And this is a nice item on white vinyl. Okay, let me stop here because I could go forever. And when the video gets up around to 20 minutes, it's 3 hours. Maybe this one will be only 2 hours to upload. Leave your comments, folks. If you haven't watched my show at the Essential Festival, please do. It's good. It is. It's not. That's not my ego. I'm so happy it's there for you to hear and see. That shit's as good as anybody, better than a lot of people. Man, I'm really happy they let me put that online.